Hello guys, as you people know that this is the very first video coming on this IG account for the series Let's Talk. So we have interacted with the founder of this IG account and he have spoken about different things touching upon the aspects of meditation, self-awareness along with his life goals, etc. So please do watch it guys till the end. I'm sure you are going to enjoy it. Good evening, Rohan.
Good evening, Abhishek.
So let's welcome you to the very first video of this session. Let's talk for this IG account Motivation X Inspire.
Thank you.
Um, yes. So as it is our first video and we are showing our faces for the very first time, let's begin it with our brief introduction. So I want you to give a brief introduction of yourself.
I am Rohan Nandi from Andalmore, which is a town of West Bengal located in India. Currently, I am pursuing MBBS from Bankura Community Medical College and Hospital, and I have done my boards from Dairy Model School, Durgapur, and uh, my family is well renowned and so-called business class, and it's good. Ambience is okay, life is going okay. I can give, yeah, I will give one more introduction. I am a Shiv Bhakt.
Fine, that is very good to know. And with that, I am Abhishek Biswas. I also want to give my brief introduction and what role I play in this IG account. So currently, in the past I have been a video creator in this IG account, and now I have you know again presented myself in this IG account as a video creator. So with this, today our topic will be mainly rotating about your medical journey, how you landed in your medical college, your those days when you were preparing and all those. So, but before that, I want you to tell our audience how many times you appeared for your medical entrance exam NEET.
Okay, I will cut you at one point because your face is just coming out. Okay, just yeah, yeah, that will be okay. I have appeared for I have given three times the medical examination, which is also known as National Entrance Cum Eligibility Test or NEET, and it was 2019, 20, and 21.
Okay, so you appeared it for three times.
Yes,
And please elaborate it like as I know the first time you were in current year, you were in class 12,
right.
and the second time you gave a full-fledged drop, and the third time you already took admission in BHU
Yeah.
in honors, and
Yes.
that time for you fortunately it was a lockdown
Yeah,
and
it
you
was
prepared.
fortunate. I was very, very
Yes,
fortunate enough.
and for the third time you cracked NEET. But how did you keep your motivation level up? Like you had to study the same syllabus for 3 years consistently. What? How did you keep up with yourself?
You see, motivation levels were definitely not up. Okay. Not only as a dropper, but COVID-19, that was a huge thing. A pandemic which has, shaken the whole world. Right. Most importantly, I will tell that, there were depressing times, there were some times which were very, very dark because, you know, we have our friends, so-called faithful, true friends of, school life, and many betrayals and all these things. So my mental trauma was that was just bulging out, right? So what happened is I kept my calm, I kept my confidence high, and then I just appeared for NEET and just cracked it. Very simple.
Okay. And what were your strategies? Like what was the plan which you followed during your preparation?
Okay, so I had the four foundations which I created by myself. The first one being hard work, the second one being planning, third one being confidence, and the fourth is patience, right? Without these four, one cannot achieve any success. Leave need apart, any exam can't be cracked, right? And I had this thing, uh, you know just like a computer works, input, processing, and output. uh, we medicos have also such like a thing, right? Or other medical aspirants. There's something called input. We take, we read books, we make notes, we revise diagrams and just feed everything here, right? Then there's something called processing. In processing, we give exams. There were daily exams, there were daily tests. This was not necessarily that there were only 3 hours. Many tests were for suppose 20 minutes for 1 hours, right? So there were many types of tests, and output being the most crucial because we had the doubts which we couldn't solve in that 3 hour. Why I'm telling 3 hour? Because during my times NEET was of 3 hour. Now it is 3.5 hours, right? So that was a strategy. I used to clarify my doubts from my teachers, might be from Google Chrome, anything like that. Most importantly, I believed in one thing, that decrease your negatives, because negatives are the only factor which separates the colleges out.
Okay, and let's talk about your planning part. Like, how did you plan for your preparation? Did you ever plan for this time and this syllabus I will be completing within this time frame, or what was your routine?
Initially, I fixed the content, and just before 2 months of exam, I fixed my time. Why I fixed my content? Because to attain fluency, right? Because we have that inertia that we again need to read, we again need to study for the same dropping year. So initially, gain your interest in that subject. If you love that subject will never ever betray you. It will never betray you. It will be crucial at those times which are very very tough. For example, I'm telling you, I had the love for physics, right? Physics question paper was hard, definitely hard in 2021, according to me. But I scored around, around 100, 110. I just can't recall that. Okay. And there were many, many, noble persons of our coaching who couldn't score so much because, you can attain knowledge, you can attain intelligence, but if you don't have that love, that, that interest for the subject, nothing crucial will come out, right? So have that love. And can you repeat the question? I just forgot it. What I told?
What are your strategies? What was your routine which you
Yeah, yeah, I
took
got it.
during your
Yeah, I got it. So I fixed the content according to exams. There was the exam schedule. Exam schedule is very, very important to any aspirant. Just take an exam schedule of any coaching material because that's very, very important. Coaching classes are not that much important. You can, build upon your own. But coaching exams are very, very important because that gives you doubts to feed on. So these exams, they have a specific, content for suppose 1 month, for suppose 1 week, or might be some mega topics might be okay. For suppose a full book. So just prepare your content with your intelligence and just make sure that you're covering all the topics like this.
so as a current medical student, how do you feel about being a doctor?
It is definitely very respectful, rather uh, full of dignity, because such a noble profession we can see after COVID-19 how doctors fought for that cause to remove that one bullshit virus, right? That one bullshit, SARS-CoV-2. I also, yeah, SARS-CoV-2, that virus. So it feels. I will not tell that before COVID-19 I didn't expect it to be a doctor. When I was a child, I just dreamed to be that thing, because not because of respect, out of compassion, you can tell, to treat, to heal those who are in need. So yeah, that's definitely a good experience after cracking NEET.
Means the profession in which you are going to enter, it is really worth of your hard work and sacrifices, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Yes. And tell me something about your college. How do you feel about your medical college?
Like any random college, these colleges also roller coaster rides. For suppose I will tell one thing. Sometimes you're happy, we are with the groups and then we are celebrating someone's birthday, or might be we went to restaurants, we can we can go to train journeys, we can roam to places, you know those football matches. These were times where we used to cherish as a group, right? And there were sad times also. Definitely, there were sad times. There were times of full tension. Before the university exams arise, each and every medico can relate to this fact, right? Before the university exam arise, which we tell first provisional MBBS examination or second provisional MBBS examination, right? So during these times, full of tension and full of agony, whether I will pass, whether I will get honors, whether I will get supply, whether I will get grand supply, many things will come, right? So as a whole, everything is going right, and being a hostelite, that's a real fun because that just senior junior bonding which I find in my room, in Bankura Shamil Medical I just don't know about other medical colleges, but in our medical college, in hostel, in one room, uh, around three can be accommodated, where nobody is of same batch, means one can be a final year, one can be of internship, okay, one can be a first year, like these, okay, so that there is continuous transmission of knowledge, of continuous transmission of experiences, you know so these all things are there.
Yes, it is really a special fact that in your college, in your hostel rooms, you people stay from different batches. Like you share your room with your intern brothers and from third or fourth year. Because this is a really unique way of sharing a love and bondings and make the relation
Yeah,
stronger. It is unlike any other college, especially the engineering ones. I really feel it is a very good point for medicos.
yeah, yeah.
And apart from that, uh, I also know that doctors frequently face many situations which they don't deserve. Like it is a very hypocrite situation. For example, suppose that you face a critical situation where a patient has come to your hospital and people join their hands for their lives. But after, unfortunately, if doctors fail to save his life, then the same persons, the same crowd falls over the doctor to beat him. So how do you feel? How do you feel about that? Can you tell me about some of the dark stories of medical college or medical profession which the doctors face?
You see, means when a medico enters a medical college, he enters with a certain amount of expectations, right? But it is not necessary that each and every dream and expectation has to become true, right? Because I will tell one fact: there are two relationships, very importantly. The first one being the senior junior relationship, and the second one being the doctor patient relationship. The senior junior relationship, as I told, we share the same food, we share the same room, we can even share the same bed also, okay? So that is just resolved, uh, there are many such things done, in our hostel, which I will not reveal so far, okay, but those are for long term benefits, uh, which just solves those issues of senior junior relationship. And everyone is a senior, in fact. If you can see, even a professor is a senior of ours, even a PGT brother, or I mean a PG dada rather, okay, he's also a senior, right? Intern, everyone is a some degree of senior, right? So if we can give respect, then only we can earn respect. Okay, that's the famous quote. If we can give respect, then only we can earn respect. And this goes with the medical profession the most, right? So this is called a senior junior relationship. And now we come to doctor patient relationship. A doctor with his own intelligence will always try to save someone's life. A doctor should be kind, should be gentle, should be compassionate, but also should be straightforward and intelligent. Okay. A kind doctor, only without any straightforwardness will not live in the long run. He needs to, he needs to have his words right. Means if I tell something, then that is done. He needs to have that strong voice. For that, the patient also needs to be, accommodating. They need to understand that doctors are also human beings, right? Yeah, we have learned a lot. we have done a lot, we have seen a lot, okay, we have experienced a lot, but still, we doctors are still human beings. We can't deny this fact. We are regarded, next as God, but we are definitely not God. That's a over expectation, you can say. We are just doing our duties, nothing else. Okay. So dark stories being, both the things have to come in a same plane. That can only be done through a good communication skill. Patients need to communicate with doctors a lot. A doctor should understand the patient's problem, and the issue is just resolved. It's not done.
Yeah,
Very simple.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so we talked about your journey, we talked about your college. Now let's come to a different perspective. Uh, you have obviously heard about the advent of AI and how rapidly it is, uh, entering into every field and devastating. Many people are worrying that their jobs will be hampered. So, do you feel that AI or artificial intelligence will can cause any hamper of job or to the doctors or for this healthcare field, for this medical field? Adam, as a medico, I want your opinion. What is your opinion on this?
You see, firstly, there are two things to be invested, right? First, you told artificial intelligence. But the second one, which I don't think that anyone will know, according to Sadhguru, there is something called inner engineering program, right? For suppose if I can tell personally, when I meditate, I go into some states which make my mind completely calm and increases my intelligence to a fact that I can make a plan. Like to make a plan, I can think of all possible outcomes, what can happen. Okay. So I have just seen a short aspect of it, but might be we have a lot more potential, just like in the artificial intelligence we are talking about. But the most important fact being, tell me one thing that will anyone allow to treat himself in front of someone who has no life? Because all you are telling about robots. Someone who is life, okay, who has some life in it, he is getting treated to someone who is lifeless. So will the society accept this thing? Will it not become an ethical issue? First point. The second point being, we medicals have something called FMT. FMT means forensic medicine and toxicology, which deals with certain kind of rules and conduct. Okay. For suppose a doctor might have, you know, cauterize means, what is the meaning of cauterization? If I'm not sure, I will just tell you. Cauterization means kind of burning and then cutting, right? So someone has cauterized and nerve instead of an artery. Okay. For suppose the facial nerve, rather, because facial nerve and artery goes almost, the course is very hard to cauterize it. Okay. So the most important thing being, so we need to go to court and then we face it. Will the same rules be applied for a robot? Who will take the, who will take the department of that? Who will take that? A robot has done that thing. The blame will come to again us, right? We will again suffer for it. That might be we have employed some artificial intelligence, and then some mishappen has happened, and then issue has occurred. And thirdly, the most important fact being, a doctor is full of life. A doctor has feelings. Might be feelings of anger, might be feelings of compassion, feelings of kindness, feelings of gentleness, feelings of feelings of grief. Okay, feelings of fear. For suppose after all these feelings, he has decided to put a vaccine. Right, a robot doing the same thing without any feelings. I don't think that this is a good thing. Yeah, I know that feelings does not play a role. In so much major things, but for suppose in an operation, right? Some critical adjustments need to be made in a critical time, in the most crucial time, right? So can the robots, you know adjust themselves, or in medical words, can acclimatize themselves, can accommodate themselves in those situations where they need to do something unique, something out of the syllabus for that moment of time? Can they do it? If they can do this, then I can still hope for something. But we read for so many years, for almost 5 years, and then we do postgraduates and then specialties and then super specialty courses. Can all this be covered? If these questions are to be answered, if these questions have answers rather, then it's okay. And I personally think that they can be, employed as some assistants. Assisting a thing is okay, like for bringing a scalpel or might be for bringing a knife, okay, for that things. But to do something as a whole, this will not be good, right?
So, as you mentioned, the feelings part, that on at any critical point, a robot or any AI machine will be unable to take uh, the critical decision at that particular point, unlike a doctor, right? Apart from that, I feel another point that any AI robot or any AI machine can act as a supplement for a doctor. They can act as a
Yeah, yeah.
assistant,
True.
cannot fully replace, but cannot fully replace a human, because uh, like you can consider a highly specialized surgeon, but any AI machine, I think that they can't deal with that emotion, with that pressure under that situation.
True.
And apart from that, I want to mention here that Rohan is our founder of Motivation X Expert, our IG account,
Thanks a lot.
which
Thanks a lot.
which mainly produces content around meditation, self-awareness, and all these topics which are getting erased uh, in our current time. So, what I want you to mention here, what is your primary and end goal? What you see motivation will be, how motivation X Inspire will be adding values to the lives of people in future.
You see, I want to declare one thing, right? Firstly, for the previous year, the main focus of Motivation is Inspire was meditation, right? We were giving contents, we were giving videos, and many such things. We were giving reels, okay? We were giving quotes also. Because that was the need, COVID 19 has shattered our mindset like anything. A virus has shattered the whole humanity. So just think what we are going to. So meditation was the prime focus. But for now, after that online bullshit, okay, now the main focus is to decrease the phone addiction, rather phone screen addiction, okay. So the motto of Motivation X Inspire for about 6 months or 1 year will be focusing on phone addiction, how to just come out of it, okay. Because phone addiction has been a uh, prime topic, it is the addiction which each and every one of us suffers. The whole generation is suffering. Because of this, we have forgot all our physical activities. We have forgot, each and every social relations. We are trying to make, friends on Facebook and all those bullshit friend requests. Okay, we are trying to increase our followers on Instagram, but no one is real in this virtual world. Okay, and as a whole, if you try to, you know, see us in our next 10 years, okay, in the next 10 years, personally, I will represent Motivation X Inspire to the world being a motivational speaker. Okay. You know, now I'm sitting, but there I will stand with a mic. This is my dream. Okay. There I will stand with a mic and I will motivate, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, who knows. I have a goal of that. Okay. And this thing will occur. And why, yeah, you may have one more question, that why Instagram? Why not YouTube? You know, Param Pujya Sandeep Maheshwari exists in YouTube, and I have no competition. Literally, I literally have no competition. But I have seen many motivational pages. No offense to anyone, but still, I have seen many motivational pages of Instagram. Those are not worth it. They just do one thing. For suppose giving a picture of a lion, and they just they'll roar like a lion. It's done. The motivation is done. But motivation adds a meaning to one's life when somebody has discipline. There is a famous quote: "Motivation is what gets started. Discipline is that thing which persists throughout the life." Okay. Without discipline, without values, even motivation will not work. So our main focus has always been expansion of the mindset, expansion of the feelings, right? and how we can make a better world, how there can be a world where one can feel for another, not with intelligence, because there's always a fight between the emotions and intelligence. We try to settle that thing. Okay. And we try to promote various creative activities of our followers only, right? And thanks to them who have supported us in our journey. They had done a lot for us, and this is all I have to say.
So before we end, I want to add one more statement to this, that currently this account is producing content with this motto to educate people, to generate self-awareness, and for the betterment of humanity. It is currently talking about those topics which are not talked about more. So with this, I would like to end today's session, and I hope that Rohan's journey, his hardworking days, and how he landed into this medical college, all this will somehow add value to our audience. So bye. And before we see our audience again, we hope that you love our video, and please shower more love and care.
Most
Bye.
importantly, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And this will be posted on Motivation Next Inspire. And
Yes, yes,
thanks to
this is
Abhishek Biswas for taking my session. Though I feel myself that I am not so much inspirational, but still, if you wish, then it's okay.
yeah, yeah. Like, share, and comment. These are the necessities which I forgot to mention.
Yep.
So thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Abhishek. It was nice.
So that was the video. I'm sure Ankit is going to be helpful in some form or the other. Apart from that, there are two things which I need to mention. Please comment down your views about how you liked it or not, and if you have anything in your mind regarding any topics which you want us to make content, please do comment in the comment section, or you can reach us via DMs. We are always open, and we will highly encourage this kind of efforts from you guys, because we are genuinely looking to form such community. Thank you, thanks for watching. Please do share as much as possible to reach it to more people, and we are looking to make more content, and we will be improving as we make more such like this. Apart from this, obviously there will be some minute mistakes, so please do consider it. Thank you, thanks for watching, take care.
If situation demands, will you come on YouTube?
Yes, surely.